Hi, my name's Jane Stout. I'm a professor in botany at Trinity College Dublin, and I have 5 points on why I think scientific research is central to environmental protection. 1, scientific research is important for supporting the implementation of regulatory mandates and policy targets that come from national, European and international programmes. So for example, my current EPA funded project is the InCase project and is developing approaches for natural capital accounting. And this approach of integrating ecosystems and biodiversity into planning, development and accounts at a range of scales is one of the Sustainable Development Goals and an Aichi target. And initiating natural capital accounting was an action in the National Biodiversity Action Plan. So our InCase research findings will help us to achieve these targets. 2, science is necessary for providing the evidence base for environmental status and trends. Long-term integrated monitoring and accessible repositories for the data generated are important for tracking change over time. So for InCase, for the natural capital accounts to be useful, we need to see how natural capital assets change year to year, and that relies on a wide variety of geospatial data sets which need to be accessible and linked. During our current climate and biodiversity crises, long-term sustained funding for monitoring is crucial to put science at the centre of policymaking. 3, supporting research is vital for identifying and laying the intellectual foundations that will allow us to address environmental challenges. Encouraging broad participation and creativity in research can help to identify those challenges as well as solutions to them. Allowing bottom-up approaches and giving researchers the flexibility to pursue emerging issues, to test novel approaches and to change direction in the light of evidence is crucial. As we progress with the InCase project, we've learned so much that was not apparent at the outset, and we've had to adapt. Furthermore, research findings may be helpful for purposes beyond the original remit. So data generated on pollinators during the EPA-funded Symbiosis project, for example, were not only published as an output of Symbiosis, but have contributed to several global meta-analyses of pollinators and pollination, and to practical guidelines for farmers as part of the All-Ireland Pollinator Plan. 4, supporting research is essential to build capacity and relevant skills. By training graduate students and retaining them as postdocs, we create and sustain the skills base we need in the field, in the lab, linking science and policy. EPA funding has allowed me to train several PhD students and postdocs, and while some of these researchers now hold roles in public bodies in Ireland, many of them have left Ireland to pursue careers elsewhere. We need to retain these skilled researchers and ensure there are opportunities for them here in Ireland. We need this skills base. 5, finally, for holistic and effective environmental protection, interdisciplinary networks and links between researchers, policymakers, managers and other stakeholders are critical. These networks need supporting and facilitating. For example, in the past, the EPA has provided some funding for the Irish Forum on Natural Capital. This forum plays a crucial role in connecting researchers with policymakers, industry, NGOs and others, and provides advice, information, events, and links research, policy and practice. But it won't exist without sustained support for a secretariat, one which, by the way, is increasingly in demand as policymakers, businesses and semi-states see the potential of the natural capital approach. So to conclude, to meet our obligations, to track change and to identify challenges and solutions, we need research. And now more than ever, we need skilled environmental researchers to link them with other stakeholders to avoid research silos and ensure holistic environmental protection. Thank you.